Have you ever seen a Christianity book that wasn't a #1 New York Times bestseller? Apparently, all you have to do to become a renowned author is write a book with God in the title and pander to the desperately unfulfilled masses, promising them that if they read your half-baked, copy-paste, glorified philosophy, they'll finally discover God's purpose for them. Selling interpretations of one book, the Bible, inside a much less inspired book is like if I turned cliff notes of a popular novel into fan fiction and tried to publish that bullshit. You're telling me you don't want to pay money to read my alternate history Harry Potter, where Dumbledore rises from the dead, gets a sex change, and starts going to Bernie Sanders rallies, but it's such a cohesive narrative. If I had $1 for every time my mom brought home a book written by someone who died for a bit and claims to have seen heaven, I could afford the same drugs they were on. Pastor, what does heaven look like? It looks like whatever you want it to look like. Thanks, your beliefs are concrete as fuck. I know it was heaven because I saw my grandma and she's dead. Well, that sounds like a fucking dream. No, really, it sounds like a dream. We've all had dreams, right? Those things your brain conjures up when you're unconscious that take you to magical places? If heaven is dreams, then nightmares are hell, and I go to hell about twice a week, but I don't wake up the next day and write a dumb vignette about it. It's different because I was dead. Well, I wish you hadn't come back. Also, why the holy hell would you come back? If you truly were at the gates of happy eternity with your deceased great-aunt crooning at you to come get a name tag, why is everyone like, not yet? I do not understand. Well, I don't want to hurt the people who care about me. It's paradise. Fuck your family and friends. They'll die sooner or later. If you meant enough to them, you'll probably see them there in a couple hours. If it's truly heaven, they'll give you a supermodel to replace your wife. You can pass the time with her till your dumpy college sweetheart punches in her ticket after a heart attack induced by eating her feelings. These sentences are filled to the brim, you guys. I'm on fire today. I cannot abide the need to search for meaning in your life. What am I doing here? What is it all for? Why does it matter? The only way you can possibly waste your life is living it in service to some ideology that's been forced on you. I despise the way Christian fathers set up their daughters for life. You can't have sex until you're married. Why not? Because you know how the first time is always awkward and terrible? Well, we want you to end the happiest day of your life with a disappointing 10 minutes of pain. Because remember how we didn't let you talk to boys until you were 21? That's because the only way we know how to bless God is to keep you struggling and confused. Your mother lived with squandered sexuality and caged emotions too, right, honey? She turned out fine. See, she knows. And now she's helping me set you on the same path she was set on because we're all afraid of imaginary damnation. What a fulfilling lifestyle. And so we come to why every Christian book is a bestseller, because every single person who tries to hack it under God gets so weighed down by sheltered strife and doom-ensuring consequences for every minor mistake that they have to believe they're consuming this nonsense wrong, that the author of this book must somehow be doing it right. They're so famished for a perspective that doesn't suck such major fucking ass, they'll sip wine and cry through each page, hoping against hope that the next one has the secret, the master key that unlocks that sense of joy and grace advertised on the goddamn billboards of religion, and they'll reach the back cover defeated. But even as they sit in the middle of lamenting their anguish, they're topping off their coin purse to try again next time. Let's say there's a higher purpose. Everyone religious says there is. They don't know what it is. They claim it's above their pay grade. And yet so many toil their lives away trying to figure it out because the existence of a question mark in this world is an affront to all that humanity stands for, apparently. They can't stand not knowing. They'll put on a face and tell you to be patient, that all will be revealed in time, even as they go home and slash their arms because God won't talk to them. What are the odds that we're the generation that discovers the answers, assuming there even are any to be found? And if you're not the lead of the expedition team at the forefront of groundbreaking discovery, why are you even putting your goggles on? This hunt doesn't concern you. We'll tell you when we find something. Until then, keep weeping in the fetal position on your carpet because you can't handle uncertainty. I've got a fix for every single person grappling with questions of where they belong and how they should live. But they won't heed me, and that's why they'll forever have problems. The answer is simple. Try some shit. If what you're doing right now isn't making you feel like a topped-off glass of daiquiri, try something else. You're never stuck. Unless you are actually being held captive by murderers, you have a way out. For once in your life, don't worry about consequences. Try some shit. And if after you've tried all of the shit, you don't feel like anything suits you, you're an empty husk of a human being, and no book is going to help you. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.